Okay, so we're gonna switch the song in 5 seconds so we can hear Brienne, and then we'll do. So we're gonna be looking for you. How you doing on this phone? On
This is the day that the most high get. Sun's gonna be preached, I don't have to be a slave. Not to my past on a wicked construct. Hallelujah in the chamber so the demons better done. Every single day when I rise, first thing I gotta do is just praise the most high. My mind is renewed and my heart's being healed from the blood transfused. Holy Spirit come upon me. Fill me with your presence, start loving on me. Giving me a love for my neighbor that I never had. Father, no best, you know better than. That's why I keep trying to trust it and following you. You never leave me, you're my only hope and my confidence, always in you. Giving all praise to the most high. For the Holy Spirit and the Messiah. Fill me with your presence, fill me with the fire. Fill me with your word so I can prophesy. Giving all praise to the most high. For the Holy Spirit and the Messiah. Fill me with your presence, fill me with the fire. Fill me with your word so I can prophesy. On my knees, he's a blind. The reason I'm blind, never see me tonight. I'm behind the line. Everything he done for me. Now I can live abundantly. Giving me desires of my heart and soul. I delight in him, I never letting go. Giving all praise to the most high. For the Holy Spirit and the Messiah. Fill me with your presence, fill me with your fire. Fill me with your words so I can prophesy. Giving all praise to the most high. For the Holy Spirit and the Messiah. Fill me with your presence, fill me with your fire. Fill me with your words so I can prophesy.
Yes, you guys. So while we are preparing and letting everybody in, please tag, share, and invite. We just came up on Instagram, and we're also up on YouTube. So we want you to tag, share, and invite, and let us know where you're calling in from. This is gonna fall. Yeah, it was pushing. Okay, so let us know where you're calling in from. We used to have a wide vast variety of people. So I think that Desiree, you sent the email out to everybody to remind that we were starting. Cool, awesome, good. I see everybody coming in.
Hey, Leon, I see you.
Let's be fire.
And if I had nothing but you, my God, still I would bless you, praise and glorify you, Yahweh, Yahweh. I was born to give you praise on my day, Yahweh, Yahweh. I was born to give you praise on my day. Give you the glory, the honor, all power belongs to you. Give you the glory, the honor, all power belongs to you. Give you the glory, the honor, all power belongs to you. Give you the glory, the honor, all power belongs to you. Yahweh, Yahweh.
It's in there.
It's in the wrong thing. That's why. It needs the wrong. It's on the wrong base. My base is in my bedroom. It's on the charger. I heard it.
Yahweh, I was born for you. I was born for you. Yahweh, Yahweh. I was born
No, the
for you.
base. The base has to be my base. That's the wrong. No, right in your hand. If it doesn't have my base, it doesn't work. Listen before speak. Okay, guys, ready? Here we go. Stop the music for a second, guys. Hello, welcome. You can leave it low under. Really excited about this, you guys. I'm very, very, very excited because we are here with some amazing people that each one of them means something different to me. So I'm excited about being able to open up this workshop for people who are interested in getting into the music industry and finding out kind of what other people did to break in. Find out about music, where you can get music produced, and find out about content and what God is looking for in your character. Can He trust you in the industry? There's a lot of things. Will you be an influence in it, or will it influence you? There's a lot of things about image, branding, target audience, working in the industry. There's a lot of things that we're talking about here today, and we're really excited about all the music. You guys have been asking me all week, so I've been pumping all three of them, and everybody's been asking me, ooh, who's that song? Who sings My Everything? And who's that song, Praise to the Most High God? And we're like, I need that. And then, of course, you guys are like, who's doing Big Mad, Little Mad, and Relentless? And so we have all three of them here, and you will be able to see where you can download their music as well, and you can talk to them as well. Okay, we can turn it all the way down because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. That is our very own Brianna Catrice. She is going to be talking to you guys today too. So I'm Prophetess TNT, Tara Nicole Tarver, and we are throwing out this lifeline. What we've been doing lately during this, especially during the COVID, when everybody's at home, we've been really giving you guys means of breaking into your purpose and your destiny, finding out who you are, whose you are, what you're called to do, and you have gifts and talents that God has given you, so knowing what to do with those gifts and talents. So it's been very, very helpful in us being able to have these workshops so that you guys are able to know what to do and how to do it. So if you guys are on YouTube and you want to join the discussion, we posted, I believe, I'll have to ask some of the girls where you can join in on the Zoom link, and you can come in and join our discussion. There'll be a question and answer at the bottom. So if you're in the music industry, if you're trying to figure out how to get in the music industry, if you have written songs, or you want to know where can you get content or music, or maybe you're moving to YouTube and you want to have your own music because you can't use other people's music, you can find out a lot of things when you jump in on this talk. So I'm going to pray before we get started too, and I want to tell you guys how I know each and every one of them. Then I'm going to turn it over, let them, each one of them speak, and then we're going to have questions, okay? So and I'll let them come off. When I introduce them, I'm gonna unmute them so that they can actually say who they are and what they do, and you can learn a bit more about them too. So, Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for every person under the sound of my voice that you brought here. Lord, you have called them to do great and mighty exploits. You are a creative God. You've given us creativity, and music is huge to you, Father. So I thank you for how you use your people. I thank you how you have given them songs and notes and chords and abilities, Lord. And it may not have to look like everybody else, but it's definitely something that you are a part of. So I love this, Lord, how you are utilizing every gift that you've given people. And Lord, let today be a day of insight. May we bring you glory, honor, and praise. May we open our heart. And Lord, those that have been affixed to a religious spirit or bound, not even able to express their gift because they feel like something is wrong with them, I pray that you just really help their hearts today, that they would be delivered from any religion that's kept them bound from their purpose. And we thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. So, as I was saying, I'm Prophetess TNT. I started modeling, I'll tell you like 1 minute testimony. I started modeling at the age of 7 years old for Nike. I did my first 2 catalogs for them. I was able to be Miss Oregon. I'm a daughter of an ex-NFL football player. And I have 5 brothers, and I'm the only girl. And so many years modeling opened up a ton of opportunities for me. I would do print work, on camera, videos, commercials. You just do wherever you get picked up, and it's pretty awesome. I've had a lot of favor, and I was a Christian doing those things too. And some people would say, "Oh, you're not a Christian because how could you be doing that? Or how could you be listening to that kind of those songs with beats in it? That's not Christian." I'm like, there's no such thing as that, you guys. Music is music, and in the heart of the individual that God is using, that's how they're called to be expressed. And so I've had to learn to be set free from other people's opinions. I had to learn that God called me to this. I'm anointed to do what I do. Even at my age, I had to tell my agent, like, no, like, I'm so busy, I can't run to auditions anymore. I'll leave that to the kids and my kids, and one day when I have grandkids, they can do that. But it's a great opportunity, and it's opened doors for me. You look the way you look for a reason. God wanted you to look like that. You have the parents that you had for a reason. You were born into the region you were for a reason. Everything was purpose filled in your life, and so God will use all of it. All of it for what? To bring him glory. So I'm really excited. I've been able to do a lot of great things. I've been a fitness model in these last few years because I own a health and wellness company, and so fitness is a huge part of my life. And so I love that. I don't know where that's coming from, one of my phones. So let's turn that down. Now, let me introduce to you enough about me. I'm really the host and Prophet Taryn, who God put in the heart to bring this to you. So I'll start with Brianna Catrice. I literally met her at church, you guys. She's just been an angel to me. Let me just put the spotlight over on this beautiful woman of God that is so amazing. Not only does she have a promising and awesome modeling career, you guys can see her on all kinds of videos. She was just in one of Snoop's videos, wow. And she's sitting at the table with this awesome ponytail, like rocking it. And then you'll look up and she's in like this random commercial. Like she's in a lot of commercials, she's in a lot of print. She picks up a lot of work, but if people don't know her, they know she's always singing, and she loves singing, and God has used her in such a mighty way. She literally is so fun to be around. This year we were privileged to have her at our encounter where she was singing, and everyone is messaging me. I've had hundreds of people message me. They want to know who is singing my everything, and they're like, oh. And then Prophet Passion's video, music too. They're like, who is that? And the other day, what is it? You were like, I need that song. I can't find it. Yes. And he said you went to sleep listening to it all night. Like we've had tons of visitations on some of the music that you sing. God really resonates when we're listening to your worship, and soon we get to do something fun with her too. So I'm excited, you guys. And I love. I said she's got to be like one of my favorite worshipers ever. I believe God is going to do great things with her. I love watching her, and she is amazing, and I love her dearly. Yes. And at this year's encounter, she was there just singing her heart out. She just volunteered and came, brought her time, and she's just a free spirit, and I just love her dearly. So we're glad to have you, Brianna.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much, Prophetess. It's an honor to be here. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is so exciting.
Very fun.
It's a blessing. Very
fun. I can't wait to hear you. The next person I want to introduce is Silas Clark, you guys. Brother War. Now, can you unmute yourself, Silas? Because it's not letting me. Oh, there you go. Are you there? Perfect. So Silas, you guys, I have literally known Silas. Let me see. My daughter's 25. So I think I've known him for like 26 years.
Wow.
26 or 27 years. We grew up in Portland, Oregon, and I mean, he was in a group that I loved their music, Brothers Grimm. I mean, it's funny. My brothers still ask me, can I send them some of those songs? Like, it will always resonate with my spirit. I used to invite him even to the college so he could come, just do songs and do music. And I loved his spirit always. I loved his ethnicity. I loved his firm stance he took with the Lord. I like how he represents his family. He's a father. He's a husband. He loves God, and his music has really gone on a whole nother level. Even since I've known him in a level of years, I think his best work is yet to come. He just released some things which you guys are just hearing. We love your music. We're really excited about it. So everybody's been talking about it this week because I just started playing some of your new stuff, and they're like, "Whoa, who is that? Who is that?" So I'm excited that I can actually play it and YouTube not flag me right now, and I can put it out there. I was like, I need something they're not going to get me on. So thank you, Silas, for how you love God, how you've made decisions to love God, and how you kept it real, that your ministry is real, and you're so honest in how in love you are with Christ. And I remember one time I was driving down the street in Portland, and I was listening to Dearly Departed, and literally I was driving, and you were at the Boys and Girls Club on MLK, and you were outside. You didn't hear it, but I was like, there he is. There's my friend Ethan. I thought, this is amazing. That was before there was text messaging, so it's not like I could just call him, but it was really awesome. So I thank God for keeping you in my life all these years, and I thank God for your gifts and your talents, and that you stuck with it, and that you know you're called to it, and that you can encourage people. So we look forward to hearing from you. God bless you for that. And then, there's a bunch of people come in on YouTube and come in on Instagram. You guys can catch the talk on Zoom. And then there is my son, Dre Adams, also known as Dala. Oh yes, this one. We cannot play his music because they will flag me. So we had to use an instrumental. So I used to love playing Relentless and Big Mad and all these ones, and they have caught up with me. So I cannot do it. So he's here. And he, I love it because Prophet Lobi prophesied to you that day. He's like, why I see you rapping? He's like, you're gonna have to make a decision. Are you gonna do secular? Or are you gonna do Christian? Because you in the middle. Make a decision, and God's gonna bless it. And I love that Prophet would come tell you that you could actually do that decision, and you're not condemned by anyone. And I love that. And you're gonna talk to us about a lot of pros and cons. You're a husband, you've been doing ministry for years, you're a prophet, you're fun, you're exciting, you're also a teacher, an innovator, and we look forward to hearing from you because you're a very huge part, and all of you guys are a huge part to this nation, to this culture, and what young people are looking for. So I'm going to turn it over to Brianna and let her talk first, and then we're going to come to Silas and then with Dre, and we're going to open up discussion. So if you guys have questions, real quickly, let me do the roll call and see where everybody is calling from real quickly as people are coming in. All right. So definitely here in Bellflower, California. Oh, my Danye, my son, he's an artist as well. Hi, Danye. Dominique in LA, South Carolina, in the HOUSE, Alexandria. God bless you. Alabama's on the line. Dina, God bless you. Who else? Orange County. We have Jersey City. Hey, Jamel, God bless you. We also have Canada and Seattle. Hi, Tish. Josh. Oh, he I love when Josh worships. That guitar. I'm like, he's so good. So I'm glad you're in here. Gardena. We also have Sacramento. Hi, Leisha. ATL, Atlanta. We have 2 from Atlanta on the line. We also have Mississippi is here. And there are people coming in now, and we expect a bunch more. So this is really great. So thank you all for being here. I like what I'm seeing. Look at all of your guys' amazing faces. Oh, there's my daughter Alma. Oh, she can flow. She is so gifted. I look forward to doing some stuff with Alma. We see you. Hi, babes. She's so sweet. So we've got some real creative people on here. And so let's let it rip.
Mute.
Oh, I'm a mute.
Yeah.
What happened there? How'd that happen? I said we have some real creative people. I was saying hello to Alma. Bless all of you guys. So I'm going to turn it over to Brianna so she can start talking, and she can just break down what God has put in her heart for you guys. And you guys can ask questions on the side too. Go ahead. Oh, she said me. Hold on, let me unmute her. There you are.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Can you see everybody? Can you see everybody?
I'm on my phone, so I can see a few people. If I scroll, I can see.
Oh, okay. Well, they can all see you. They can all see you.
Yay! Oh my gosh. So, where should I start? Does anyone have any questions to start off?
They might just jump into it. You bring your story. How'd you get started? Where are you at? Where do you envision yourself going? You seem to have a lot of fun with it in between your modeling career as well as singing. Which do you like most, or how do you choose, or do you have to choose, or you just where's God taking you? How did this come into your heart? When did you discover that this is something you were going to do from God? You're just your characters, all that, seeing it before you see it. Go ahead, give some talents.
So I guess I'll start off with how I got started. If you would have asked me like a couple years ago if I saw myself ever being in the entertainment industry, I would have told you heck no. I grew up in LA, and I was always told by my mom that it was like unrealistic to pursue anything creative. And I agreed with her. I was like, yeah, you're right, Mom. But I've always been extremely creative. But it was weird. I didn't really have any dreams, and I think it had a lot to do with not knowing God and not tapping into that faith, that childlike faith. So I thought, okay, out of high school, I ended up going to hair and makeup school, and I thought, okay, this is a realistic, creative career for me to actually be able to make consistent money. And that was good, but I kept hitting walls in that industry. And I'm like, I'm talented, what the heck? I just kept hitting walls. I got to a point where I got my heart broken, and I was just in a very, very dark place. But that's the best thing that ever happened to me, because that's when God stepped in.
Amen.
And I was so broken and moldable. He was able to actually move. And looking back, I'm I would have had it happen the same way over and over and over again. And I get a lot of dreams. So as my relationship with God kept growing, I was still doing hair and makeup, but I was still just kind of hitting walls. And I didn't even really realize that God was interested in that part of my life, that He wanted me to succeed.
Wow. Does that come from people telling you that, or did it come from
I think
where do you think the belief came from? Because the church can make you feel like God didn't give you that gift and you can't use it,
True. I grew up in also a very, very religious environment. It was a fundamental Baptist environment, and they didn't even believe in the gifts of the Spirit, speaking in tongues. So when I was broken, God brought me to the whole world of prophecy that changed my life. And I remember meeting the first prophetess. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Mama Lola, but if not, she's the one who actually prophesied, you're called to the entertainment industry. And to me, I was like, that's the most random thing in the world. But okay, God, if that's something you want, I just had to put it in my back pocket, and I was like, you're gonna have to make that happen, Lord, because I don't know how the heck that's gonna happen. Long story short, as I grew my relationship with God, I started getting lots of prophetic dreams, and I had this one crazy dream. I'll try to say it really quickly, where I was in my childhood room, and I see this huge door, and I'm like, where the heck did this door come from? And it's all carved and colorful, and it looks very Asian. I'm like, this is so weird, it's almost creepy. So then it cuts to me being in the living room, and I know I'm home alone. And I start writing a song about this door, as random as that is, and I start humming a melody. And I'm just writing, and then I hear one of those twist-up music boxes, those little chimes.
Yeah.
I hear that in the background, and it was kind of scary at first, because I was like, I know I'm home alone, what the heck? I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that and write my song, And then it gets louder and louder. And I'm finally what the heck? And it's this little carousel that you see at the mall with the little horses that you ride.
Yeah.
And it's spinning out of control. The top of the tent pops off, and it's flying. Literally goes into the middle of the ceiling, and the ceiling opens up. Okay, this is I can't make this stuff up. And I'm now what the heck? And I'm looking up at the ceiling, and I hear God's voice, and He's like, show me what you've come up with, daughter. And then immediately I woke up, and I was sweating, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm supposed to write music. So I was like, okay, if that was not obvious enough. A couple weeks later, my friend messages me and he's like, I feel like God wants me to buy a little laptop. And I was just like, what the heck? Because when I had this dream, I was like, Lord, I don't even have a computer. I don't even play an instrument. Like, how am I going to actually do this? Like, all I have is a phone. What do you want me to use my phone? I had all these excuses. And then, boom, all of a sudden I have a laptop. And so I'm like, I better figure out how to, like, make a beat or something. So that's, to make a short answer long, that's how I got started. And from there, it's been crazy. God has completely blown my mind. And my first point would be like, if you want to pursue the music industry, who are you connected to? Number one, are you connected to God? He's the waymaker. He's like the one person you want to be in the know with, because he's the one who opens all the doors. And through pursuing God, I met his prophets, like the mouthpiece of God. I got so much direction when I pursued God, and I was able to begin the journey of fulfilling my purpose. And so I think that's huge. Childlike faith and making sure you have a deeper purpose into why you actually want to make music, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Wow.
I have more to say, but does anyone have any questions?
No, well, I want you to keep going real quick because I want to hear from you, and then we'll jump in because then we'll go into all these different tangents because I want, not tangent,
Okay.
but you know, we all over the place. So we have so many questions, but I want you to, I want to hear like some of the songs that you've written. Do you like? I know how God can give you, even His angels will give you a dream, and you'll know the melody or you'll hear them. How do you begin to write? How does that happen for you?
Yeah. So when I first got that laptop, I experienced, it was crazy because I still had a lot of fear connected to just like being able to release my voice. It's a very spiritual thing. Like I learned that like dance is so powerful. Singing is so powerful because the enemy wants you to not have a voice. He doesn't want you to be free. He wants you to be chained up, and he wants you to have no voice and be in the corner and never be able to do anything for God. So even just me by myself, like singing and writing was like I had to push through. There's some spiritual warfare going on, and I remember also just being like amazed that I made like, I would make at least like a song in a day, and I remember being like, oh my gosh, why is this happening so easily? And then I make another one, and then another. I could, depending on how much time I really sat down and did it, I could make more than one song in a day, and I was like, I started to realize, I was like, wow, I actually have been singing my whole life. Like growing up, I was always like in choir. I would always do I would always be the one who sang a little solo from when I was a little girl. And not only that, I would always be writing poetry. So it was always in me, but I never really connected the dots. And something my spiritual father spoke the other day, Prophet Lovi, he was saying that sometimes people miss their gift because it's the most obvious thing they overlook.
Oh,
so
wow.
he was explaining the difference between a gift and a talent. And he said, your gift is what makes room for you. Your gift is what actually makes you shine and is actually your purpose. Your talent is something you're passionate about. He's like, passion changes all the time.
True.
Wow.
You know?
True.
It's not gonna, your passion is not gonna fulfill you like your gift will fulfill you. So figuring out what that gift is.
Wow.
So good.
Is really huge.
Yeah.
So not only that, like your character, like if you want to enter into the music industry, show up for every opportunity you have, you know, within your norms, obviously, but you know, you got to show up, you got to have good character, you don't be arrogant, be confident, go in there knowing who you are. You have to see it before you see it physically.
Yes.
Because again, Prophet Logan, he says this all the time. It's like you can't go anywhere unless you've seen it in your head. Your thoughts are so powerful. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm never gonna make it, I'm never gonna amount to anything.
Right.
God's never gonna move through my life. Then that's exactly what's gonna happen. If
Right.
you start speaking into yourself encouragement and say, no, I'm unique. I have a unique gift. through me. God is going to do powerful things through me. And you go in there and you know it, in the knowing.
Right.
That's when things start to manifest around you.
Wow.
And it'll blow your mind. It will actually blow your mind because you're like, how did that even happen, God? Like, that you'll know, it'll even be humbling because you'll know that it wasn't you. All you did was agree with God.
Right.
So
that kind of just reminds me of, I was watching, I think it was the movie with Sanaa Lathan where she had shaved her head off bald. And like the first day she went to work, she was like all she had no confidence. She was trying to put these scarves on and she was trying to walk, and you can see a woman that has like, she shaved her head bald and literally she has this boldness. So the girls were like, if you're gonna do it, just own it. Like there's nothing you can do now, just own it. When you own it and you have confidence, everybody will know you have confidence. But when you don't have confidence, they can see that your confidence isn't there. So, you know, and then
if you don't,
right, go ahead.
Oh, if you don't believe in yourself, other people aren't going to believe in you. You know, it's so true. Like you have to show up for your own self and know that God is backing you.
Absolutely.
He never will leave you or forsake you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know, and if you have like a deep desire to do this, God put that in there for a reason. You know.
Absolutely.
Someone asked a question, Brianna, do you share these stories and dreams online? It's a fascinating spiritual journey. I rarely share my dreams online because I want to make sure that whoever I'm giving that information to is going to actually receive it. And
yes.
Some people will just think I'm crazy. So I definitely make sure I'm in like an environment where I know people actually want to hear what I have to say, you know. But God is good, and He definitely guides you through your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, guys. Seriously. He's always speaking.
Okay.
Brianna, I have a question for you.
If you're constantly having dreams of you performing, you might be called to that. So, what were you gonna say?
No, so thus far, what do you think is your greatest accomplishment thus far?
In the music industry?
Music industry, modeling, acting, whatever.
My favorite job that I've ever done was a modeling job for Burt's Bees. And just honestly because it was a really beautiful location and really fun, and it paid me a good amount. But as far as music, I just came out with a song with Ty Brazzle. And he's a Christian rapper. If you guys have never heard of him, he's so amazing. The album just came out. It's called The Divine Storm. And I'm on track 4. It's called Paid For It. And that was like a really exciting thing for me because it was like my first big release. And the way it happened was just so crazy to me because I have a good friend who's in the music industry. Also, like, get around people who are successful in this industry. If you know anyone, get around people who you look up to in the industry and try to soak from them. Like, I literally wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't meet Prophet Loki. Literally, because of Prophet Loki,
yes,
that's the reason why I'm doing music. He prophetically saw that in me, and he called me to the studio, and I was terrified, and I was like, what the heck?
That is one of our favorites. That's our favorite. Everybody on here. Yeah. Oh my goodness! If I could count how many people have messaged me, you would not believe it. They're like, "Who is that? How is that? Where? What?" I'm like, "Oh!" And then I played Prophet Passions the other 2 weeks ago, and everybody was like, "Wait a minute!" I'm like, "Same person, you guys." And then I was like, "She was at the encounter." They're like, "What?" I was like, "She'll be back next year." Right. I just tell them, like, your ability to worship, it's crazy. It's like, you can see how much you love Jesus. You can see how your relationship comes through. So it shows through your worship. You know, what you're worshiping. You see, the love is amazing.
Amen. And that's the whole point, guys. Like, really have a purpose in why you want to do music. Because if it's just because you like to do it, that's not a big enough reason. You have to want to like bring light to people and be a blessing and encourage people. And that's the dopest thing about music, I think, is being able to connect with people and being able to maybe encourage them through a song, or bring them to a place of ease in some way, And the fact that I get to do it for God is just even better.
So, question. Okay, and then I'm going to move on to and we want to ask questions to it at the end. So, when you're singing, and you're like, is that just you, or was it told for you to do? I feel like when you're singing, you're like, when you're saying, I'm not a singer, so I want to try it, but I don't think I want to try it. So when you're like, when you're singing My Everything, you're like, yeah. When you're just talking, is that you doing, or did you implement it? Because we all imitate it. Like, we all try your part. Like, I don't care if we don't want to, we just do it. Like, we can be in a room. We actually should send you a video from our last encounter. We all sang it out loud. We were so just trying. And we all did those little breathing parts you do where your cutaways and so is that just you worshiping and how you do it and he just lets you flow, or was it told for you to add them in?
No, he got me flowing in that, and he'll kind of like it depends on who I'm writing for. But like Papa's like, I just want like something vibey. He'll give me like a general like thing that he's looking to do, and then we'll just go for it. And I'll kind of be inspired by whatever beat I'm on. So and we'll just cut a bunch of stuff, and then we'll stitch everything together. All of our favorite clips. But yeah, that's really just me vibing, and I think a lot of, not to like be rude in any way, but a lot of Christian music is kind of corny.
Yeah,
so,
we agree. We agree. We agree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we hope to see more of your vibing, which we will. We already know that. And please continue to vibe and continue to let it be you. And please don't make it corny. Like, we need this popular, fun, exciting. We need hit records sold over 1 million copies. And I'm really decreeing it for you guys. You already know I'm one of your biggest fans. And I literally believe in you, because I see and I can hear it. My spirit just agrees so much. So thank you. We're gonna come back to you. You're not going anywhere, so cool. Just hold on real quick. But I want to jump over to Brother War. Hey, come off mute. I'm trying. There you go. Oh, I put you back on. There you go. Hey, Brother War.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, Silas. Can you hear me okay? Because someone said they couldn't hear me good. So I'm going to try to change something. Are you okay? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Let me just ask everybody else real quick.
I can hear you.
Can everybody else hear me okay, or is it low?
It's a little low.
Okay, I'm going to try to turn it up a little bit while you're talking. So go ahead.
That's why I got these headphones on, because the speakers, I couldn't hear, but I can hear better with these. So
Okay.
you can hear me though.
Okay, I can hear you good. Does that sound any better for me, you guys? For me, either? I tried to change mics right then. So, okay, great. All right, guys.
Okay.
So, hello, Silas. I've had love for you for a long time, so you already know. I think you know.
My sister from way back, my homegirl.
Yes!
Way back when.
Way back.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore you. So I'm so glad that we get to do this. I love you doing new music. I love that you've stuck with it, and I think it's amazing. So you've had a journey. You've been doing it for a long time. When did you know you were going to be doing, you were called to be a rapper, first of all?
Well, you know what's so crazy? I want to address this first, because it's like, I just heard of Brianna through you, and I only heard a little bit of her music, and it was dope what I heard, right?
Yeah.
But almost like her story is so similar to what I've been going through for years, and I do a totally different subgenre of music, but so many things. It's almost like you could put my baritone voice on her, and almost I was like, oh, she took a lot of things that I wanted to talk about.
Same.
Yeah, because I operate dreams and stuff like that all the time. So I'm sorry, I just had to throw that back out there.
It's good.
And yeah, I could really relate to what she was talking about, and it actually makes me want to hear her music more, because I could feel the anointing and the sincerity, and I do not like anything fake.
That's right.
I just like sincerity, and realness, and I'm getting that from your sister. So
Amen.
I'm definitely gonna be checking for more of her music as soon as we get offline.
I think we posted too, so you guys, we're posting for both of you guys, so you guys can actually click on these links. So please follow them, share them, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to all of the different platforms and download them. And you guys are usually really good about taking pictures. Hashtag them and at them on Instagram if you're listening to them. Just you listen and be a blessing, real blessing. Now, Silas, where's your? Oh, I love that. Yeah, I was loving the house. I love it.
I got it from Brianna again.
Right.
So, where did you? Okay, are there new songs available? All of them?
Well, one of the things that I was going to talk about is I am also a music producer. But
Yes.
but I think that I've been using other people's beats because I was like, look, me making beats and trying to pick the right beat, it was slowing me down. So your gifts will make room for you and put you before great people. So I realized, the beat, me trying to produce and rap was slowing me down. So I just started looking up free beats on YouTube so that I wouldn't get flagged. Like I can't monetize it, but I could get it out there. And so I think creating the buzz and broadening your fan base or your followers or your listeners is like number one. So that's been my strategy. I'm just looking for the beats. I'm real picky about beats too, so I'm just looking for the right beats that fit for me. And then it's like the type of beats where you gotta do something to it. And so I'm just making sure that they're free so that they won't get taken down. So it's kind of like an ongoing mixtape is what I've been doing. I do have, my last album is official. I made almost all the beats on my last album about 2 years ago. But I think this is the wave that I'm on. And I've been, since the Corona situation hit, I am not a necessary worker in the job field. I am necessary in other ways. So I'm focusing on where I'm most necessary, and then through the music and ministry and media, because it's, as our sister was saying, it is extremely powerful. So I apologize if I didn't answer your question directly or not.
No, you're great. You're fine. That's exactly. Go ahead and flow. Talk to us about what you feel God put on your heart. That I saw, people were asking some questions about how do you get music, like they were asking about the producing of music. I saw a couple questions in here. EPs, how do you lay LP? What were the other questions? Masters. Oh, mastering a CD, about those things. I don't know. You can touch on any of those questions too. We're gonna open it up for them to talk too. But how do you do these things? How can they get music? And I think you talked on some of that. So let's hear your story. Let's hear what God's put in your heart. The journey from even coming from like Brothers Grimm to now being a part of just Brother War. So how did you? Because you weren't Brothers War when you were in Brothers Grimm, right? That wasn't your name then.
At one point, it's a long process. At first, we just used our given names. But, as an artist, even if you're indie, you do not want to have a name that someone else has. So I used to go by my given name, Silas, which I like it. It works for me, just my given name. But there was a couple other rappers with Silas in their name. I looked it up a long time ago, and so I was like, all right, so I got to come up with a nickname or an artist name. And, so Brother War was kind of a carryover from. It's a longer story, but I'm going to make the uninteresting story shorter because I have a lot to say. But, so Brother War is just like, was the name that I came up with. And I'll tell you the reason of the name is brother, because I'm really about social justice, and I'm really about kingdom, which is all nations and all people and all humanity. And so I want everybody to know who I am to them. I'm their brother. I'm your brother, whether you like it or not. Wherever you come from, whatever your nationality, your ethnicity, your subculture, I'm still your brother, because ultimately God wants us all to be one family. Not everybody's going to decide to join our family, but we should extend that to everyone. And so then my music is really about spiritual warfare. I've been through a lot of spiritual warfare in my life. Dreams, all kind of crazy stuff. So when he was talking about mastering and owning your masters, were you talking about mastering your music, like getting it after you mix it, you master it, or are you talking about owning your masters?
Owning the masters to your songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly, because I've been indie for so long, I'm doing it more of a, just the independent style, just putting my gifts out there. But I think those things are important. I think that, when I was in Brothers Rim, not trying to throw my label under the bus, but they totally did not take care of us. But the message got out, and that's what I was after. But I think it is important. It's important to really, if you're with a label or interested in signing a label, really go for what you want and probably get find a lawyer or somebody that can go over it with you. Because if you don't do that, include owning your masters as part of it. That's something that you might regret later. Don't be so. I would just encourage everybody not to be so gung ho to sign to a label, like a like most labels nowadays. They're not going to sign you anyway unless you have your own following. So you want to grow your following, because the more you can do without them, the more valuable you are to them. If you can record your own music. So I would tell a little piece of practical advice I would give every recording artist who's starting out or who's indie. Try to learn how to record your own music. Because nowadays, I do all my recording myself now. And that cuts down a lot of time and expense. Like literally, I'm sitting right by my mic. If I log off, I can just start spitting some stuff. You know what I mean? I just plug it in,
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Like this is my little spot. I'm just come down here, record it, good to go. So where there's a will, there's a way. And I think that you shouldn't be an artist, and it's my sister already said it very well, Brianna, but you should not be an artist if you only want to be seen or you only want to be validated.
That's good. That's
So good. So good.
Especially because that's not a good enough reason. You can be seen and validated some other type of way. You should be an artist if you're really called to it, first of all.
Amen.
But also, it's like there's a difference between I'm an artist doing blues, like I paint too. So when I rap, I approach it as artwork. I don't approach it as like just trying to make a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But now lately I've transitioned into where I'm kind of combining the two together. I'm maintaining the integrity of the art form, because I was, me, I was always keeping it real. Like when I first started rapping, I wasn't going for industry beats or anything. We'd have the grimiest beats and just spit into the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't mean to rhyme, but
It's just in you.
but it gotta be true. Like those people that make it in the industry on a big platform that are fake or just image based only, they're the very few and far between. Like because I live in Atlanta and I have enough people to listen to my music, I've had industries and AR people really interested in me, but they're mostly just interested in making money. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing that they like is like you don't sound like anybody else. You have your own style, your own flavor, and in Atlanta is flooded with people that are trying to be like the mainstream rappers. And if you can't rap, if you rap like a mainstream artist but not as well, they're not gonna want to sign you. Like we already got one of those.
Right.
So God made us creative and original for a reason. So
I've always loved your voice. I really have, by the way. You have a very distinctive voice, and I always liked it. I was like, oh, I love his voice. I used to be like, they have this, back in the day, I used to believe that, like, only black guys can rap. But and I remember when I first heard it years ago, I was like, he's the best one in the group. I was like, but I love I'm a huge person on diversity. Like, I love diversity. When I did my little cultural test, I found out it was like mixed with so many things. It was so amazing, and I love that. And I was like, that's why I like Middle Eastern people. That's why I love Asian people. It's all up in me, That's why I like Native stuff. I love my white people. Like, I'm all mixed up, so I love it. But the truth is, they try to label it, and I love the flow. I loved that you're so multicultural. Even the paintings around you, that you made, I love behind you. That just represents the multiculturalness of our God, And he gave you a distinct voice, and he gave Brianna a distinct voice, and Dre has a different voice, and Alma on the line, she has a great voice, and then I've got Dominique on the line, and she sings like an angel. Like, you guys are like, so I love, it's like each person has a piece of God in him. He's so creative.
Right. Well, see, that's what every human being, whether they choose to come into agreement or alignment with it, every single human being is made in God's image. That's what the words say.
Yes.
So everybody has that about them. And so, but it's whether you're coming to agreement with how God really made you, or you're trying to be a copy of someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be real. I've struggled a lot